Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the watch along. It is the big one. We're here. It is France hosting Wales, and this is it for Wales. This is it. Can we win the Grand Slam? Who would have thought it at the start of the Six Nations? It's so good to see so many of you here already. If you're new, do subscribe and leave a like on the stream. Let's get into some of your comments straight away. LouTube's in the chat. Good to see my friend. Wales are coming out and are ready for this one. Oh, it's a big one, isn't it? Caddy Williams is watching. Caddy, hope you are well. Go on, come at well. That's what we want to see. We want to see Wales winning this one. Ben with a super chat, £9.99. Wow, Ben, that's so kind. Thank you so much. Guys, if you do want to support the channel financially, you're more than welcome to do that through a super chat or buying a sticker. Absolutely no pressure on you to do that at all. It is completely a wonderful thing if you want to do that, but there's no pressure on you to do that at all if you financially can't do that. So please do not feel like you have to do it, but you're able to do that. That would be much appreciated. Ben Ford, of course, co-host of the Welsh Rugby Roundup show with myself. All the best for the stream, buddy. I'll be with you in spirit if the Dragons balls on for Wales. Come on, boys. Claire Wallace is watching in New York City. Very lucky, very nice. Claire, this is simply a watch on. It's not showing the actual game. If you want to watch the actual game, if you go on the BBC iPlayer, you'll be able to watch it there for you. So in New York City, if you get BBC One, get BBC One. If you can't go on the iPlayer, you can watch there. But you can watch it with us here as a watch along. I can't show the game due to copyright, but we can enjoy this game together. So hopefully Wales win the Grand Slam. We are, of course, joined by my good friend Capo Starkey this evening, a Scottish fan. We've just watched Scotland against Italy, and then we watched Ireland against England, and Kyle joins me here today. Kyle, I'm crapping myself already, but how are you feeling going into this one?
Yes, as a neutral, I'm actually rather excited. I'm hoping it's going to be a good game of rugby. I'm actually rather excited to be doing a live stream with you, where you're. I mean, I know we've done one before with you. Obviously, with your Welsh shirt, but and supporting Wales. But no, I'm looking forward to this one, and I'm looking forward to the exciting game.
Let's hope it's not too exciting. Let's hope my nerves can deal with it. I mean, last night we had quite a nervy game as Ospreys came back to beat Leinster. And yeah, my clip of me has done the rounds on Twitter overnight. So that's quite interesting to see. But
I'll have to check that out myself sometime.
But let's have a quick chat then about this Six Nations for Wales, because who would have thought they would be in this position heading into this year's tournament? I mean, we were all over the place in the Autumn Nations Cup, and then we came here. We beat Ireland, of course. Ireland had a red card. Scotland had a red card. Then, out of nowhere, we beat England. We smashed England, and then, of course, we've recently beaten Italy. So we come into this one, and I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. But I mean, what is the feeling about Wales tonight? What do you think that we can do tonight? Do you think we can do it?
Yes, I think you can do it, but I think it'll be your toughest test of all the games so far. France, I've no doubt they'll be looking to bounce back from their shortcomings last week. Even though they didn't actually play that badly last week, but still there'll be a defeat's a defeat. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking there. But Wales, as I said, has to be on it. It's going to be a very fascinating battle between the two defence coaches, because obviously, as you all well know, Sean Edwards, now French defence coach, and as they were just saying in the BBC there, it's like master and pupil, because your defence coach now is one of Sean Edwards' ex-disciples in Gethin Jenkins. So it'll be interesting to see how he's marshalled Wales for this game. But I think you should be quietly confident, but also, obviously cautiously confident. I think that's the right term to use.
Yeah, for sure. I think, look, man, we have to be very aware of how good this France team are. Got the best player in the world at 9 in Antoine Dupont, and that back line is pretty tasty as well. A couple of comments. Steve Turner's watching in New Zealand. Wales win 21 points to 17. Absolutely say that. So France have to win with a bonus point tonight. They have to win with a bonus point. And our defence has been fairly strong over the evening. And Matty Young says, yes, it's on BBC One. So if you are watching in the UK and you want to watch it, create a BBC account and you can watch it on the iPlayer. You may need You may need like a VPN, but you can get free ones to watch it that way. You can do it that way, but you can join us here for the watch along as we watch this one together. Ben says, if Wales win, get a Cardiff Rugby badge inside a love heart on your bum cheek. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I said, what did I say? I said, if Italy beat Scotland, I'd grow a full-on moustache. That's what I said, but it didn't happen. So we're all good. The teams are ready to come out. Let's have a look at the teams that have been picked by both coaches this evening. Well, first of all, go with the French squad. They are the home side at the Stade de France. Of course, coming into this one, having lost against England last week. So starting at fullback, they've picked Bryce Dulin with Damien Penaud and Teddy Thomas on the wing with Ficou and Vakatawa in the centres. Dupont is at 9 with Jalibert at 10. Then in the front row, they've gone with Bailly, Marchand and Hawass with Tao Fafana and Wilhelms in the locks, leaving Cretin, Aldrit and Charles Olivon in the team. Your thoughts on that side, Kyle? It's a heck of a team, isn't it?
Yeah, same team they picked against England last week, at least in the starting lineup. No, I still think, as I was telling you earlier, that Bernard Leroux is a big miss in the second row. Not that he's the flashiest player ever, but his work rate up front, the amount of tackles he puts in, I think has a ability to will the rest of the French pack on, because he's one of the more athletic forwards, and a lot of the rest of the French pack are big lumps. So they're fitness wise, that's where Wales could potentially try and grind them down. But again, if the French pack give that man at number 9 enough of a platform, then they could be fizzing. And as I say, that back line, if they can, give them a platform and Dupont can actually get an armchair ride to get them into the game, then yeah, good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Let's have a look at the Wales team that's been picked this evening to face the French. This is who Wayne Pivac has decided to go with. Only the one change, and we'll get to that in a second. So starting at fullback, Liam Williams starts at fullback with Louis Rees-Zammit and Josh Adams on the wing. Jonathan Davis and George North remain in the centres, with Gareth Davis and Dan Biggar at 9 and 10. Going from the front row then, Wyn Jones, Ken Owens and Thomas Francis are the props, with Adam Beard and Alan Wyn-Jones. Then Alan Wyn-Jones, I bow down to you. Absolute, just incredible. And people who say this guy shouldn't be on the Lions, I don't know what's going on there. Josh Navidi, Tipuric and Faletau. Then the bench quickly. Elliot Dean, Nicky Smith, Leon Brown, Corey Hill, James Botham, Lloyd Williams, Callum Sheedy and Willis Halaholo. The one change being Adam Beard for Corey Hill there. What are you thinking about that team, Kyle?
Well, in terms of the good omen thing, the Adam Beard change makes sense because he seems to, Wales always seem to win when he plays. So I can understand the logic behind that, even though I don't think he's the best second row you've got available to you. And who is saying Alan Wyn-Jones shouldn't be on the Lions tour?
I've heard a few comments around on forums recently.
Maybe a few months ago, like that. I mean, when Wales weren't doing so well last year, I know there was a few doubts, but just like the way that man plays, like the way he's conducted himself, and today, of course, he equals Richie McCaw's record as the most capped player for One Nation. He's, of course, the all-cap player of all time because of his caps for the Lions as well. So that'll be, So, I mean, but again, I put a comment on, obviously, there's a lot of feedback, a lot of different opinions, but I personally think he's the best Welsh forward of all time, Alan Wyn. And, again, the way he plays, and he'll if win or lose, you just know he's going to lead from the front tonight, and he won't let Wales down at all. And if Wales do fall short, which I'm not saying will happen, it's possible you could win absolutely, but it won't be anything down to Alan Wyn-Jones's lack of trying at all.
No, in my lifetime, I'd say he is the best forward in my lifetime anyway. Let's get to some more of your comments. Stephen is backing Wales, of course, and hoping that Wales win tonight as well. They are paying respects to a young player who did lose his life recently. I think that was one of the French players who died after a horrific neck tackle. They're singing the Welsh national anthem. We're getting ready for it here. I mean, I want to hear your predictions in the chat, guys. Let me know who you're backing to win this one. I'll get to Kyle in a second on his predictions. But if you are new here, guys, do subscribe. Make sure to like the stream as well. Get involved in the chat. We're not showing the actual game. It's just a watch on. Great way of bringing people together during these difficult times. Before we get to the French anthem, then, your predictions for this one. How do you see this one going?
You won't like me for saying this, and I'm sure the vast majority of your viewers won't like me for saying this, but I'm predicting France by 3-5. But
oh, okay. We're no longer friends. I'll see you on the next watch along. I'm going to kick you out there.
If you'll have me back after that one.
No, for me, I am going to back us to do it because every single player starting in the starting 15, bar Louis Rees-Zammit, has won a Grand Slam. Every player starting, bar Louis Rees-Zammit, has won a Grand Slam. We know how to win. I think it's very important.
Sorry, mate. The one player who hasn't, he's proven he's near a bad one, is he?
Exactly, that's it. And I think for us tonight, if France get a quick start, I worry for us. But if we can contain them and if we can do the simple things well, play the territorial game, put pressure on them with our kicking game, be a menace at the breakdown with Tipuric and Navidi, then I think we stand a really good chance tonight. Yeah. But I'm happy actually that Wayne Barnes is the ref. I'm very happy with him as a ref. I think he's a brilliant referee, the best in the world at the minute for me. And his communication is fantastic. So there'll be no excuse for either side. They're doing something wrong. Wayne Barnes always lets you know that you are doing it wrong. But I'm going to back us to do it. 3-5 points. I think it's going to be so close. Yeah, I'm really nervous.
I will say that what could work in Wales' favour, like with England last week, if France's discipline goes a bit awry and maybe towards the end of the game, if it's a tight game, France's fitness, because as I was saying in earlier live streams, I'm still not convinced by some of these forwards' fitnesses over 80 minutes. And if Wales are in the game by then and the momentum does start to shift more Wales's way, there's every chance. So,
yeah.
But yeah,
it's going to be a nervy one. As always, as I said just before, do get your predictions in the chat. Sharky Boy, welcome along. Hope you are well. Hi everyone, wishing Wales the best, but I do expect France to win. We'll have to see later on. I think we have an Italian fan. Viva Italia. Italy, of course, losing earlier on against Scotland, 52 points to 10 in the end, their biggest loss of the campaign, and Scotland's best win ever over the Italians. We're ready to go here. I'm very, very nervous. And yeah, who would have expected it at the start of the Six Nations? No one would have thought we could have done it, but maybe a bit of luck along the way. But I think we have played very well. And yeah, here we go. Let's see.
Or a dubious knock-on.
First of all, with the Ireland game, the red card totally changed the game. And I think Ireland should still have beaten us because Ireland were the better team on the day. Against you guys, yes, the red card, it was a red card for me. I do feel like you threw the game as much as we won it. Against England, we were the better team. We deserved to win. We were much better than England. And I think, yeah, dubious, questionable decisions, but we deserved to win. Italy, obviously, were Italy. We beat them fairly comfortably. And then today, I'm so nervous.
It's Luke Pearce who's the referee.
Oh, is it Luke Pearce? I think Wayne Barnes is the TMO. Wayne Barnes is the TMO, sorry. Luke Pearce is the referee.
Luke Pearce is a generally excellent up-and-coming referee, though, I'd say.
Absolutely.
The Ireland against France game, and I thought he did a very good job there overall. So I think we're in good hands, but we'll see after 80 minutes if there's any call.
Indeed. So we're ready for kickoff here at the Stade de France. As always, keep your comments coming in, your thoughts, your observations, and subscribe as well. Subscribe to Kyle's channel as well, Capo Starkey. He'll make a reaction after this game for sure. Hopefully, as Wales have won the Grand Slam. We're ready to kick off. Wales know what they need to do. France know what they need to do. And we're off here at the Stade de France. Wales go for the Grand Slam. Off we go.
Notice the French broadcasters don't play the digital crowds.
Ooh, interesting. Off we go then. Oh, mate, no way. My wife won't let me watch the match on the main TV. I've already watched approximately 4 hours of rugby today.
Oh,
that's so unlucky. Don't worry, we'll keep you covered here We'll keep you updated on what's going on, and we'll let you know how it's going as the game goes on. But Wales with possession just on the halfway line here. And the battle of the breakdown is going to be fascinating. I think that's one thing we do have over the French is we have a jackler. We have someone who's very, very good at that. I don't think the French necessarily have someone who specialises at the breakdown at all.
Well, they've got, I think Olivon and Aldrit are generally good at that, but it's their expertise. I agree with you. They have got Camille Chat on the bench, that's one of his specialties, the replacement hooker. So when he comes on later, depending what the score is, that'll be interesting.
Gareth, why would you kick that?
All right.
Oh dear, what was that all about? Liam Williams will collect in his own 22. Decides to play it. Josh Adams will kick this. It's not a great kick, really. But first chance for France to try and attack. Bryce Dulin goes for the high ball.
That's it.
And wins it. Great take from the fullback. Fickou will act as scrum half. Gets it out to the forwards. Alan Wynne-Jones. Who else makes the tackle? Once again, Wynne-Jones and Alan Wynne-Jones putting the tackles. Wynne-Jones is someone who's had a very good Six Nations, hasn't he?
Absolutely. I think he's another one who's definitely this tournament put his stake in for a place in the Lions tour.
Yeah, definitely.
Alan Wynne,
Dupont finds Dulin. Good tackling, good defence from Wales so far. France not really making any ground. As Virimi Vakatawa is tackled by Adam Beard. But we know France can have their moments where they are going to just tackle. Was he held? Referee says no. Fickou out to Penaud. Dupont goes alone. Advantage for a high tackle.
That's unlucky for me because he put his hand and then he tried to back off.
Yeah. So free play for France here.
There he goes.
Dupont tries to go alone, tackled by Alan Wynne-Jones. France still with the advantage. Jalibert gets it out to Dulin, who's really well tackled, and they'll come back for the original penalty. I think it might have been for an offside. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Am I doing a match reaction for the Scotland one? No, I haven't, but Kyle's done one on his channel if you do want to go and check that one out. Listening from Paraguay, a South African in Paraguay. Well, that's interesting. Freddie says this is going to be a great game, and YouTube is buzzing for this one. So Dulin, I think France going to go for the corner.
Yeah.
France going for the corner early on here.
Well, it's a bit. Yeah, I think that might be a bit out of Jalibert's reach. Has he got it? Yeah.
He's got it. It was a high tackle from Josh Adams on Antoine Dupont.
Yeah, high.
It was high indeed. And let me put the current score.
I wasn't too sure initially because after Adams did it, he put his hand up to try and say I didn't mean it. But still, if you're going round like that, you're running the risk. So
yeah, for sure.
Again, the gap at the line out. Referee's not bothered by that.
So
both teams.
Here comes France. This looks dangerous from the maul. Marchand gets it out to Jalibert. Oh, he probably goes the wrong way, you'd have to say. He's out to Penaud. Penaud is very close. Brilliant tackle from Alan Wynne. Putting his body on the line there. As Tower for Frenner comes forward. This looks dangerous from France. Advantage to France here. This looks inevitable. Is he held up? Held up indeed. It was scrum 5 to France, but France really coming forward there and looking dangerous. They are going to check this, but I'd be surprised if this was a try.
Yeah, no, he's calling it held up. I think if he's going to the TMO, it'll just be for a confirmation call more than anything else.
Yeah. But it still remains 0-0. But France looking dangerous there, weren't they? Really coming forward, and they got some big ball carriers in that forward pack. I mean, Taufifenua there. You don't really want Gareth Davis and Dan Biggar trying to stop a hooker. So what did France do here? Did they put the pressure on? I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to look to put the pressure on here.
Well, they were starting to get an opening here there, but they are going to go for the extra pressure, and then they'll have to at least come away with points here.
Yeah. Yeah, that Wales happy to play. I say nothing. So France go to the corner. They'll go for the driving maul, I'm sure, again.
I expect we'll be hearing referees saying that a lot more from now on. Oh, here we go.
They've done it. Gregory Aldridge going for the line. Held just short. They're literally less than a metre out here. France pushing. Taufifenua will pick this one and go.
Yeah.
He's got there. France have taken the lead early on here. And it's been coming, you'd have to say. And the tallest man on the pitch, maybe Adam Beard's a little bit taller, crashes over for France. And France have the opening score of the match. And they really caught Wales off guard there with the line out.
So look. Yeah, that's fine.
Good finish from the second row, and France lead here 5 points to 0.
Taufifenua. He's the heaviest man in the pitch, I'd say, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Big lad, but France have taken the lead here, and Jalibert will have the opportunity to add the 2 points, but it's been all France so far.
They've come out very sharp.
They know what they need to do tonight. They know they need a bonus point and win by at least 7 points.
Aye. There you go.
Adds the 2. So, France lead.
What would you do now if you're Wales?
Have a little bit of possession. I think that's the thing. We haven't had any ball. And again, the thing is, we couldn't have done, I don't know what else we could have done there. That they'd originally gone for the maul, so we were set up to defend the maul. They come round, they just got big ball carriers from a metre out. They're not gonna miss from there at all. So, but we just need a bit of possession. We need to calm it down. Try not to concede next. If we concede another try, it's gonna be very difficult for us. So we just need a little bit of ball. And if we get an opportunity to take some points, I think we take some points just to get something on the board.
Absolutely. Good start there, though.
Williams. Great take. Gareth Davis gets it out. Adam Beard. Jonathan Davis. Takes it in. Vakatawa's over that one. That could be only just.
Good clear out.
I thought, come on, Gareth, get the ball out. Oh, come on, you can't be that slow. Ken Owens takes it forward to the 22. Good response this from Wales. George North playing in the centre. Gareth Davis to Biggar out to Louis Rees-Zammit. Big tackle, good rip from France. Did he go forward?
Knock on there.
And a knock on there. But positive from Wales, but pretty comfortable in defence there, France, you'd have to say.
Yeah. Good take from Liam Williams, though, to set that attack off.
Really good take from Liam Williams there. And let's get to some of your comments. If Wales lose, every Welsh person will be supporting Scotland on Friday. It'll be a big game. Of course, we'll be doing a watch-along for that, as always. We have a Frenchman in the building. Vive la France, allez le bleu. Good to see you, Christophe. May the best team win. May the best team win. Indeed. It's been confirmed, apparently, that Scotland will have Hogg for Friday. That's good to hear.
Yeah, I think at the moment, from what I'm gathering, the English players, the English-based players, I should say, they look like we're going to get them. is just not sure about Finn Russell because he plays in France, of course. Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
Oh, damn it! Go on, Gareth! Get it! Come on, he's put it down, surely.
I look at that.
I think he's got that down, and I think he's flipped him. I think he's got that down. I think he's got that down. That was my initial reaction. I think he's got it down. Wales seemed pretty confident. On field, there's no try held up. I think he grounded it.
Okay. Good innovative play, though, I have to say.
Yeah, let's have a look. Does he get this down?
Got his hand under that.
Oh, no, I don't think he has. That's not the angle, though. That's not the angle.
Oh.
Oh, his knee's in the way. That touches. That touches.
There we go. This might give us a better view.
Come on.
Oh.
Oh, he's fucking held it up.
No.
Oh, Charles Olivon, go away. I've got to give him credit. He's done really well. It will be a scrum 5-2 Wales.
I'd go for that zoom in. I'd go for that zoom in shot if they can.
Yeah. It's there. It hasn't, but it's there where Ficou's foot gets in the way. Wayne Barnes is saying no clear ground, and I have to. You can't see it, so you can't give it. If he'd asked, is there any reason why I cannot award the try? And it's a different question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no try held up really good from Olivon. Sorry, guys, I am going to be a bit more passionate for this one. It is a Grand Slam decider for Wales. But if you're enjoying, guys, 33 of you currently watching. Wow, thank you. Do subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, it's going to be a nervy one, this one.
Yeah. I think they should have. I don't know if the TMOs can have those kind of zoom in shots, which they showed the England-France game, but
yeah,
last week. But I mean, yeah, it didn't look conclusive from what I could see.
Yeah. The problem was Ficou's foot going the way where I thought he'd put it down.
But you have to give credit to Olivon there.
Oh, brilliant from Olivon. So scrum 5 for Wales here. Gareth Davies will feed this one in. Let's see how our scrum gets on this week. 10 minutes gone. France leading 7 points to 0. Wales held up on the line. It's out. It's a shocking pass, but we do gather possession. George North hits Ficou.
Got advantage there.
Advantage to Wales. Let's try something. Come on, Gareth Davies, get the ball out. Faletau, nice. I don't get Gareth Davies. Why he's so slow at the breakdown? He's horrifically slow. Come on, get the ball out, man. Just try and do something. We have the advantage here.
Yeah.
Wyn Jones goes forward a little bit, about a metre out here. Surely he's offside. Number 3's offside. He's not rolling away. Tipuric. Come on, we've got to go wide now at this point.
Go for it.
Go on.
There we go. Try.
Yes, get in. Try for Wales. Lovely stuff. Dan Biggar crashes over the line for Wales, and it's been coming. And the best response from Wales, that is. And Tao for Frenner. Can't he handle Dan Biggar? The things you love to see. Wales 5, France 7. This is how it's going to be for the game. I'm going to be shouting. I'm going to be passionate. It's just how it's going to be.
The cracking start, though, from both teams.
Oh, absolutely. Both teams are going for it.
Yeah,
Biggar,
really, no doubts about that one at all.
No, not at all. Brilliant response from Wales. I think it's going to be like this all game. I think it's going to be back and forth all game. That's how I see it going.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it'll only be like the second half when maybe one team gets a bit of an upper hand and but no, it's going to be a topsy-turvy first half, though. Yes, probably.
Yeah. So Wales drawing now. It's all equal, 7 points apiece. Brilliant. Opening 12 minutes to the game here, and I think we're seeing this game is going to be an extremely physical game. Very much a pick and go. Who can win? Who can get over the gain line?
Well, both teams are looking like they're playing with like innovation as well, and not just going for the big and goals all the time.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
It was a great piece of play, and Reece Zammit put it back inside, and just unfortunate they didn't.
Kicked away from... Right, this is where I'm worried about us, is when we kick it loosely to France like this. Vakatawa. Good tackle from North. Sorry, that was Teddy Thomas with ball in hand there. Good offloading from the French forwards. The defence is up very quick. Gareth Davis absolutely flattened there. Jalibert tries to kick. Oh, Liam Williams. Ooh. Good gather.
I don't know why France kicked there, because they had a bit of pace.
Yeah, they had a little bit of space out wide. Wyn Jones carries well. Good carry. Nearly loses it there in contact, but done well. Gareth Davis will look to kick this one. It's a different style, but not a great kick because it's back straight into the open. As Aldrit brings it forward for France.
It's got to be.
Jalibert tries to chip. That's a lovely chip from Jalibert. This will be a French try.
Who else?
I mean, honestly, all you can do there is applaud. All you can do there is applaud. That is sensational stuff from France.
Poor kick from Gareth Davis, though. You have to say.
Really poor kick from Gareth Davis. I said it. We can't kick loosely to them. It's a lovely chip from Jalibert. And as you said, who else? The guy who probably offers the best support lines in world rugby. Yeah. Antoine Dupont. And it's just lovely rugby.
And
it's a brilliant try from France. You got to give it to them.
Yeah. I was actually going to say just before that happened, like, you know, with the kicking game, like, if you're kicking from your own 22, you've got to be careful. Like, if it's got to be a box kick, it needs to be at least in a position where, you know, you've got players who can compete. And if, you know, if it's not going to be a box kick, it needs to be long and with some intent of going into touch. And it just, none of those kicks from Davis looked like...
It needs to be competitive. It needs to be competitive. And that kick was not competitive enough at all. Guys, thank you so much for joining. 42 of you currently watching us. France are leading this one 14 points to 7. Make sure that you are subscribed if you are new. And France, 14 points to 7 up in this one. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Nick Wynn. Dupont finds the perfect line every damn time. He absolutely does. That's why he's the best 9 in the world. He's the best 9 in the world without a doubt. France need that bonus point and Wales need to stay within 7 positive rugby. It's right. Wales know what they have to do. France know what they have to do. So France have to go for it, which is scary but encouraging at the same time because touch there. Come on, we've got a little bit of space here to play. Liam Williams. Well, he's not scared, is he? He just runs straight into them. So let's have a bit of possession again. Was that forward from Bigger? I think. Come on, Gareth. Speed the game up a bit, lad. Oh, Bigger running into 2 Frenchmen. Good hands by Alan Wynn. Gareth Davis to Navidi. I'll clear out the breakdown's really good because France are looking to compete. As Jonathan Davis came in on a nice line, but it's a very good tackle from France. Josh Adams into Liam Williams. Good tackle by Dupont. It's been ripped. Ken Owens collects it though. Be careful, Louis Rees. You're right on the edge. Good carrying this from Wales. Advantage to Wales in the 22.
Okay.
Gareth Davis finds Navidi. A little bit of space out left if Wales can get it out there. Inside to Josh Adams. Half a break from the Cardiff Blues man. Out wide. Here we go. Louis Rees-Zammit. Tackled well by Vakatawa. Ken Owens. Crashes forward. Gareth Davis finds Wyn Jones. Good tackling here from France. Is this still advantage to Wales?
Yeah, there's a penalty advantage, yeah.
Jonathan Davis. Bigger. Finds Liam Williams. Liam Williams stretches his legs. Faletau a metre out. Was he held? Release. It's called release, ref. Navidi. 2 metres out now. Wales. Wyn Jones tries to drive the line, but it's very good tackling from France. It's very good defence. Faletau goes alone. Tries to reach. He's a metre short. Wales camped on the French try line here. Navidi goes alone. Has he reached it? Has he reached it? Yes! Navidi, you beauty! Good work, lads. Good work. Good management of the ball as well. Wales respond with a try. This game is really kicking off. And let's have a look at some of your comments, because there are so many comments coming in. Jerome, Fabian and Raphael doing a great job. Absolutely. You can watch this on BBC One if you want to. That's on BBC One. Are Wales winners of the Six Nations yet? They have to. They have to win this game. If they win this game, they win the Grand Slam. So absolutely. What a 17 minutes for sure. This has the makings of a high-scoring game. Come on, Wales. Try indeed. The game, it's mad. I'm enjoying it. We've got 60 people watching. Wow. Thank you so much, guys. It's incredible. Thank you so much. Dan Bigger will look to convert this one to make it 14 points apiece. Come on, Bigger. Can Bigger convert? Halfway through this first half, we've had 4 tries already.
There we go.
That's it. 14 points apiece from all level at the Stade de France.
It's been a cracking 20 minutes, though.
Oh, mate, it's been crazy. It's been crazy so far.
Yeah, you're doing really well, even though it's like winning. It's been a great start.
It has been a great start. Amazing start so far.
I mean, that's the way you've got to play France, though. Keep the ball, keep them moving around, because the thing is, if you can keep them off the ball, they will give away penalties, and even if you don't always, score a try out of it, so you'll at least get something out of it.
For sure, definitely. So 14 points apiece. I mean,
kicking in these positions has to be more precise, though.
Oh, absolutely. It either needs to be competitive or at such a distance that defense has time to set or time to chase. I mean, the kick for that try, was that knocked forward by Wales or not by France?
No, I think he just missed it.
Okay, so France with the ball on the 10-metre line here. I mean, it's very back and forth, isn't it? Every 10 seconds, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
Good. From Wales. Antoine Dupont slips. First you'll probably ever see. Fickou knocks it forward. Turnover ball for Wales.
There.
Quick ball here. Bigger. Switches play. Ken Owens, probably not the guy. Can he do a Tad Furlong, though? Not quite.
That's going to be stand more than front rowers, I should say.
Alan Wyn Jones, the best lock maybe in the tournament this year. And big Gareth Davis will kick this one. Make it competitive. Go on, Liam. Oh, Bigger nearly collects it. We just kicked him on the floor. I'm being petty now. I'm being petty. Let's have a look at some of your comments. There's so many of you watching. So if you haven't yet done so, subscribe, guys. It's free to do. Let's have a look. Dr. Jones, Wales, absolutely. No France. Come on, Dupont. Dupont's the magic man, isn't he? He is the magic man. I need a toilet break. But there's still 20 minutes left. Lol, we'll go while he kicks. I'd like to see Barry John in this team. Be interesting to see him. It'd be interesting to see some of the former Wales stars. But again, the game is so different these days, isn't it?
Oh, what a match that would be. Gareth Edwards against Antoine Dupont. Both in the prime. That'd be tasty.
Oh, indeed it would be. And then the French discipline should falter shortly after then Wales versus 14, please. I'm not saying anything on that, but yes, I do think that our discipline has been very, very good. But yeah, it'll be interesting. A change for France. Swan Rebage is on for Tao Fufuena, who's gone off. So the try scorer has gone off. I assume for a HIA or for an injury. I cannot see that being a tactical change at this point. So scrum to France, just outside their own 22. Let's have a look at some more of your comments. Hi, Alma. Hope you're doing well, enjoying it. Lucci Bascal, do you play rugby at all?
No, I've not played it since school. I referee it, though. But it's obviously the pandemic has put that on hold right now. So
yeah, for sure. Adrian Ford on the Thatchers, 7.4%. He's already on the beers. And then Ken Owens playing like a man possessed tonight. Love it. Yes. Very impressed by our intensity this evening. And it should be. We're going for a Grand Slam, boys. Our intensity should be right up there. Knock an advantage. Wales will have the scrum. And things are maybe turning towards us. Momentum, maybe. Well, Tao Fufuena's having his knee wrapped up. So I think that's his game over.
That's a shame, that.
Yeah, he's a huge ball carrier, isn't he? And he did really well to get his try. It is knocked on there from France. So scrum to Wales here. What an opening 20 minutes we've had. Seaside Scrounger says, France is the only team we don't mind losing today, but not today. Yeah, I don't want to lose against France today, for sure. For sure, I do not want to lose against France today.
Oh, it's straight to the second row's feet there.
Ball outside here. Jonathan Davis. Lovely from John Davis. Tackled by Bryce Doolan inside the 22. Got to get a quick ball here. Out wide. Go wide. Bigger's called for it. It's out to Wyn Jones.
He's a bit isolated. Got to be careful.
A little bit isolated here. Olivon is over him. This could be trouble for Wales. Ball is there, though. Dupont. Oh, not Dupont. We definitely don't have Dupont on our team. Gareth Davis. The B-Tech Dupont gets the ball outside and Beard. Wales dominating now. Navidi carries well. Gareth Davis into bigger inside to Josh Adams. A little bit isolated as well. Needs support. Been pushed back a little bit here. Good defence from France. Wyn Jones carries into the 22. Aldrit tries to get the ball here. Is Bigger going to go for the drop goal? Oh, you tit!
Yeah, well, it wasn't clear. I think it was a clear out offence there.
Yeah.
Referee got in the way of the pass.
Aye. I think we take the points here now just to go into the lead. But 25 minutes gone. Wales beginning to dominate that little bit now.
Aye. Ooh, could argue that was a little bit unlucky.
Yeah.
From France, but
Wales here leading this one. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Freddie was going to do a watch on. Do check out Freddie's channel. While we have a break in play, I'm actually going to drop the link to Kyle's channel now in the chat. Please do head over there. Subscribe. It's a brilliant channel. Let me put a link in there. As Bigger adds the 3 points, I'll change the scoreboard in just a second. Wales in the lead for the first time in this one. 17 points to 14. And Wales take the lead.
I will say, though, if Wales do win this one, that'll make me more petrified for next week. Because I know France are going to absolutely try and mince up. I mean, I expect a tough match anyway, but I know they'll just try to get a massive backlash to be coming. So.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at some more of your comments. Yes, so do go check out Freddie's channel as well. FBTC Rugby, and then Carl's channel is linked in the chat as well, so do go check that out. Yes, the tit was anyone who drops the ball makes a mistake is a tit this evening. That's just how it's going to be, I'm afraid. So there may be some colourful language. So if that's not your thing, I do apologise. But it is Wales going for the Grand Slam.
He hasn't got me for swearing.
But yes, it is Grand Slam. So Wales, yeah, it's a big day for us today. It is a big day.
It's your
Oh,
chance.
Wales touch. Right, Jalibert decides to kick. Interesting choice to kick. Now, that's probably going to be too much. Will that go fully dead? I think it will. It will indeed. We'll go all the way back, and we will certainly take that. We'll certainly take that. Interesting decision there from Matteo Jalibert.
Yeah, I don't know why he went for that kind of kick, to be honest. It wasn't really going anywhere. It was just kind of straight down the throat. It's like, you got possession, you can run it, just take it into contact or take it into a position where you can get a forward to take it into contact and go again.
Yeah.
Wales, but yeah, momentum's definitely with Wales right now.
Definitely. I mean, it's going to be really interesting, the next score in this game, you feel, because we're 10 minutes away from half time. And we're really pushing. Been very impressed by our intensity and our ball carrying so far. Good scrum from Wales. Faletau heads into bigger Jonathan Davis. Finds George North, who runs at Fickou. Very impressed by Fickou this season. Very underrated player. I think he's an unsung hero for France. Louis Rissami decides to kick. Oh, is it going to work? No. I'll take that, though. Line out to Wales in the 22.
Well, good kick, because Dulin didn't really have an option there, but to either run it out or kick it back. And if he kicked it back, he risked a charge down.
Yeah. But good work from Wales so far. The momentum certainly is with us.
I know a lot of folk talk about Reece Zammit because he's he's got like his pace and his skill, but I think his brain as well, his rugby brain for a young kid is very, very, very much there.
Oh, he's wise beyond his years, and I think it's interesting because obviously with what's his name with Gloucester having struggled so much this season, I mean that's got to make you mature. It's got to make you grow up in a way. And it will make a massive difference. Wales get the ball out wide here. Louis, that's a late hit from Vakatawa. Advantage to Wales for that.
Oh, it's knock-on advantage.
Knock-on advantage. Was that late?
Could check it.
Be interested to see if they will count this one as being late. Matteo Jalibert is down currently.
Oh,
Roman Ntamack is warming up. Whether he will come on or not, it'll be interesting to see. So the first proper break we've had in the game so far, it's been a hectic 30 opening minutes in the Grand Slam decider for Wales. Obviously, France have got to get a bonus point and then obviously beat Scotland next week. Roman Ntamack is on for Matteo Jalibert. So Jalibert is heading off. Is he heading off for HIA or is he off?
I think so, yeah. Just a head injury one.
So Jalibert's off for HIA. Ntamack. First game of the campaign for the Toulouse man. So scrum to France here on the 10-metre line.
Oh, they've got the upper hand here.
Good scrum from France. Advantage to France. Antoine Dupont goes, backs himself. Tackled by Gareth Davis. Gareth Davis. Ooh, no advantage. Do you know what? I'll actually take that. Because I was crapping myself once Antoine Dupont got running there. Lucky I had no lines.
I'd be a bit worried about the scrum though, because that French scrum made a beat out of you there.
Yeah, indeed. Oh. I mean, Dupont looks like he's really up for this one. So line out to France here. Let's get through some of your comments. Loving Ken Owens and Navidi going into contact. They're massively up for it. And Lions shirts are up for grabs, aren't they? So that's the big thing. Scotland 5th. They'll come back again. Though probably is that for England?
So
Sorry, England. Yes.
Yeah, correct you. England are 5th.
England are down in 5th. Obviously, we watched that game, Ireland against England, and Ireland massively deserving of that victory. Massively deserving.
Yeah.
Absolutely. France attacking here. Let's quickly go. Although I'm biased being Welsh, I'm very much in awe of this Commonwealth side of these players that I look backwards, to be honest, of Williams. Can this Wales team beat New Zealand? Let's just beat France, first of all. Let's just beat this French team, first of all. It's gone loose.
I think both are due to play the All Blacks in November, aren't they, next year?
Yes. Yeah, we are indeed. Yes, let's have a look at some more. I think they could beat the All Blacks if they continue to improve like this. Let's just focus on France. Let's just beat the French. Let's have a look at. Am I correct in saying that France need to win and either a bonus point or deny Wales a bonus point? So France need to get a bonus point, and if Wales finish within 7 points of that, Wales still win. So they need to have a bit of a gap as well to win the Six Nations. Wales can do this with the run they have been on, absolutely. And your dad's English, it's hilarious. Wow. 9 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go until half-time. France with a scrum in a very attacking position. Jesus, 84 of you currently watching. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Myself and Kyle reacting live to the Wales against France Grand Slam. Beside a big scrum again from France. Our scrum is really struggling now. Fickou tackled. We're lucky we've not been penalised there. Is Gareth Davis over the ball?
Was neck roll? Was that called for a neck roll?
I thought that was okay. I saw nothing wrong with that.
I think it was the high tackle on Fickou was what it was called.
I'd be interested to see that.
Look. Oh, it's tight. It's tight.
Oh, come on. Really? I'm going to hold my tongue. I'm going to hold my tongue.
Well, let's just say anything above the tops of the shoulder, that's the risk you're taking.
Yeah, and this will be a chance for France to draw level. I mean, it's been a very equal first half. France flying out the blocks. Wales responding well. France responding. Wales having a bit of dominance. Now France really again on top in this game a bit, you'd have to say. But an opportunity to level the score here. And Ntamack will take over kicking duties with Jalibert off the pitch.
Okay.
Romain Ntamack with his first kick of the game. Not the hardest kick in the world for sure.
He's got it.
He's got it. France draw level at the start of France. It is 17 points apiece. Wow, what a game we are having. I've got so excited in the game, I didn't even update the Wales score.
Oh, Jalibert not coming back on now.
I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm gutted for him. From a Wales perspective, and Ntamack hasn't played much rugby, so it'll be interesting to see how he fits into this game. Jalibert's look very dangerous with ball in hand. Good tackle by Wales on the restart. Not long to go until half-time. Just to remind you guys, at half-time, myself and Kyle will take a quick 2-minute break. And then we'll be back to discuss that first half in more detail. And
game so far, I have to say.
Oh, brilliant game. What a game we've been treated to. Line out won by Wales on the 10-metre line. Here we go. Louis Rees-Zammit bursts into the 22. He needs support, though. France decide not to commit to the breakdown. Jonathan Davis gathers it. Lupe Faletau carries well. Finds Josh Adams. Tackled. Gareth Davis, where are you?
I think he was part of that contact, mate.
I don't hate Gareth Davis, I promise. It's a Grand Slam decider. Faletau keeps the ball in front of the post now. Has France turned that over? That's a brilliant steal. That's a brilliant steal. We've got to be careful here now. France in attacking, counter-attacking, are brilliant. Ntamack will just kick this one. But brilliant steal there from France. You've got to give it to them. But Liam Williams keeps it alive. Tackled by Penaud. France really been a pain at the breakdown here now.
No. Just keep the ball and keep moving them about.
Absolutely. That's what we've got to do. We've got to be doing that. If you order it, Adrian, maybe you'll make it in time. Maybe you'll make it in time to get your Chinese. Oh. 5 minutes to go until half time here. Ball out to Ken Owens. Be lovely to go in the lead. Oh, you...
Came off. I think it was Ken Owens' foot came off there after.
No, I think it did in the end. But there are gaps opening up in this French defence, you have to say. Let's have a look at some more.
But again, Reece Zammit, just like, sort of the lines he's picking and like where he's spotting the gaps could be just.
For sure. How did England do from an Irishman, Ian Gilbert, out in Madrid, asking for a friend? Shall we tell him?
They lost.
Teddy Thomas. Ooh.
They lost, Ian. That's how well they did.
Mm.
And they were pretty bad.
Toothless. Yeah, toothless, I'd say. Not much intensity. Jordan Brennan, hello, mate. How you doing? You just subbed. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Much appreciated. Yes, Mark, I absolutely agree with you. One thing that often annoys me about a scrum half, Mike Phillip used to do it with very slow delivery, and I'm thinking, don't let the other side set the defence. Get it out wide quick. That's why I hope to see with Thomas Williams when he comes off the bench. Gareth Davis, brilliant sniping scrum half, very, very experienced. Puts in a shift defensively. I do think his delivery is too slow. I think his delivery is too slow.
Isn't it Lloyd Williams on the bench?
I thought Thomas Williams was on there. Am I wrong in saying that? Let me have a look. Let me just double check. No, Thomas Williams is on the bench.
Oh, it's Thomas Williams. Do pardon me. Yeah.
Thomas Williams. France with the last chance then. Wales have managed to turn it over though. Taulupe Faletau, advantage to Wales.
Yeah, knock on there.
And we'll get the, I believe that was a knock on, so it'll be scrum. So scrum to Wales. 2 minutes to go until half time. France needs to compose their defence, otherwise we have this. And Colin Swansea supporting Wales. Good man. Good man. Supporting Wales there. France looking dangerous though when they come forward as well. We're very close to half time. Wales leading here. Oh, sorry. We are all equal here. So Wales with a scrum. The scrum struggled a little bit so far this game. Okay, just get the ball out. Much better from us. Bigger will probably kick this one downfield, just get the territory. Easily collected by Dulan, who calls for the mark. And with less than a minute on the clock, it'll be interesting to see what the front can do.
No, I think the score is a fair reflection because it has been no team's really got a huge advantage. You could argue Wales a little bit, but overall it's been a really good first half of rugby.
I think when our defence isn't set, France look extremely dangerous. I think that's one thing we can definitely agree on. When we keep it tight, we go through the phases, we've got the composure, we've got the discipline to do that. If the game opens up later in the match, France's fitness will be a concern for them, but their ability when the game is open is a little bit concerning.
Like, one see what happens here, and I'll tell you.
Go on, Josh.
Oh no, it's just no. Okay, yeah.
Good kick really there.
Yeah, I was going to say another concern for Wales is there has been a couple of times as halftime now where players have sort of shot out the line on their own, and France will be able to get around the outside of them. That needs to tighten up if you're in the second half, because otherwise France can really catch a cold there.
Definitely. Well, that is half time. 17 points apiece. Wow, what a first half. Incredible game of rugby so far. And I'd say pretty equal as well. France 17, Wales 17. Let's just quickly get to some of your comments before we take a quick break for half time. Hello, Viva La France. Benja's watching from out in New Zealand. Hope you're doing well on the other side of the world. Watching from New Zealand. Cheers, boys, for keeping me posted while doing silage. Interesting that you're doing that over there and being a good game so far. So what's going to happen now, myself and Kyle will take a quick 2-minute break. And then when we come back, we will have a quick chat about the first half. We'll also have a chat about the second half, what we expect to happen. So if you haven't yet done so, hit the subscribe button. It's free to do. Helps grow the channel. Like the stream as well and keep the conversation going on in the chat. And we'll be back in a second. We'll see you shortly. There we go then. It is half-time at the Stade de France. Wales drawing with France, 17 points apiece at the minute. Wales are going to win the Six Nations. That's how it is at the minute. Oh, it's nervy. It's been a heck of a first half, 17 points apiece. Let's quickly have a chat about that first half. Let's welcome back in Kyle Capo-Starkey. Kyle, tell us a little bit about that first half. Man, what a first half we have just witnessed. It was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it? You're muted, mate. Isn't it interesting what Kyle's saying? Because he's muted. Oh, it's fascinating what you had to say there, mate.
I don't know. I just forgot my mic was muted there. But yeah, no. As I was saying, cracking first half up there with the best, the best rugby we've seen in the championship. Same like alongside England, France first half last week. And from a Wales point of view, I'd actually be encouraged because on the whole, I think Wales have had just slightly the upper hand and look like they're doing more. But I mean, France have scored a couple of tries, yes, but aside from those 2 tries, they haven't seriously looked threatening any other time in the match. So again, I think Wales, for the most part, from your own point of view, you are mostly doing very well. It's just like little things, like making sure you clear your lines when you're in your own 22, which was partly how France got their second try. And again, just when you have the ball in France's half, just keep it. Like don't go throwing it about aimlessly. Just keep building the phases and just keep the big French pack moving around, and opportunities will come up. But overall, if I was Wales, I'd be encouraged so far. But of course, you can't write this French team off whatsoever in the second half. It's still anyone's game.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at some of your comments during halftime. It's been great to see some of the chat going on. Kerry Edwards asks what's the score. It's 17 points apiece. It is halftime at the Stade de France. Both sides have scored 2 tries. Let's have a look. Ian Gilbert says Navidi, Ken Owens and North definite lines after their first half. Let's see what they do in the second. I agree with Navidi and Ken Owens. I think Navidi is he's not underrated anymore as much as he used to be. He used to be so underrated. The work he does around the pitch. I know you have your thoughts about the 6 and 7 shirts and who you'd like to see there as a Scotsman, it's
a really tough one. I'll give you that. But the VD's absolutely. I mean, the whole Welsh back row have done their case, no harm for that whatsoever. And I'd say Ken Owens right now is definitely the first choice hooker for the Lions. So
yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that Lions tour goes and who gets paid. Yes, let's go to all the lads. Let's go, Ruby Jones. Indeed. Mark Jones says, from a neutral perspective, even if we win the Slam, I'm looking forward to watching Scotland play France because I like seeing Scotland do well in matches. My second team I root for in World Rugby. Let's see how they go next week, isn't it? Let's see. That game, of course, is going to be on Friday night, 8 o'clock kickoff. So once again, it'll be a 6:45 start here on the channel for the watch long for that. We'll do a watch long for that one. And let's have a look at some stats from the first half. And let's see where this game has been won and lost so far for both teams. Let me just grab them up now. And we'll have a look. And then the second half will be underway very, very shortly. It is very nervy here at the Stade de France. But Wales, as Kyle said, probably have a little bit of the upper hand. Let me just share my screen so you guys can see it. Like so. There we go. These are the stats from the first half. So we'll take you through some of the key ones. So possession. Wales have absolutely dominated possession. And we'll take a look at the stats to my right in a second, which makes it very interesting. Overall territory, 65% to 35% in favour of Wales. Time in possession is fairly equal, but time in opposition, 22. France have only spent 35 seconds in our 22. They tend to run their tries in. And Wales have spent 4 minutes and 46 seconds there. Time in opposition half, again, Wales spent a lot of time. So the game is being played really between the halfway line and France's own 22. That's where the game tends to be played so far in this one. If we head down to total passes, Wales, again, that's just because of the possession. It'd be interesting to see how the set piece The set piece is pretty solid for both teams. The scrum's shaky a little bit for Wales, but it seemed to settle by the end of the game, which is good to see. Successful kicks, both teams have kicked all their points so far. Discipline-wise, 4 penalties conceded for Wales, 1 for France. So France have been very disciplined, and typically France aren't always as disciplined, and you'd maybe expect that to get a little bit worse during the half and as the game goes towards its conclusion. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll see if Shaun Edwards will allow that to happen. And those are the stats from the first half. I mean, man, it's been a heck of a first half. Going into the second half, let's talk about the home team first of all. I will get to your comments, guys, in just a second. But for France, how do they approach the second half, do you think? What will be the message of Fabien Galtier in the dressing room to France?
Play down in Wales' half more often, because they're right now. I mean, because the thing is, when they do get the play, I mean, I know you've pointed out like the possession in the Wales' 22 hasn't been good, but when they have had possession there, they have looked dangerous. They've come away with points. So yeah, just be a bit pragmatic, play down in Wales' half and push them backwards as much as possible. Absolutely.
And for Wales, what would be the message that Pivac and the team would be getting to the players, do you think? Is it just keep it tight, keep doing what you're doing in there, 22, go through phases, be patient, chances will come?
More or less, yeah, because I know France, the stats say France have only given away 1 penalty. I expect in the second half as the game wears on, if Wales can keep the ball and keep their, as I say, keep their big forwards moving around, I think they will start to tire. There's a tendency at times, French rugby, French players, they can get a bit bored sometimes with having to do all the dirty stuff. So, again, just that's the thing. Just be smart with the ball. Keep it. Don't give anything cheap away. Because if you give anything cheap away, then France will punish you. So just, that's basically the message what I give right now.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's the message that's got to be out there. We've got to keep it tight. And I think, physically we look good. We're moving forward. We're going through the phases. I would like to see Gareth Davis speed the ball up a little bit, because there have been times where it's been on and he's dawdling at the breakdown. It's like, just get the ball out, just fizz it out, get it out wide. But again, players such as Navidi, Ken Owens are absolutely putting a shift in and really putting their hands up for the Lions. Before we get on to the second half, it's not far away from start. Let's quickly talk about the 2 other games today. Scotland beating Italy 52 points to 10. Record points for Scotland against Italy. We did a watch along for that as well. As a Scotsman, happy with that? And obviously, we've got to ask about Italy. What is going on there?
As a Scotsman, happy enough, but also a little bit disappointed. We left a few tries out there, because even though we scored 52 points, we were all over the match apart from at the start. Sloppy start, in my opinion, not good enough, but we responded well, so that was encouraging. And we showed we can throw the ball a bit, and line out was a lot better, which is also encouraging. From Italy's point of view, absolute,
horrendous.
How can I be polite about this?
Yeah.
Just absolutely awful. I mean, they started well, encouraging signs early doors, but after that, they just fell to pieces. Defense all over the place. I don't know what they're trying to do defensively. It's like this idea that they're trying to, contain teams. I don't even know if they're doing that. They're not even like there's no one. I mean, we talk about shooting up the line. Like, if you're one person shooting up a line, you're either all or nothing. There's times they are occasionally doing that in 1s and 2s. For the most part, they're just so passive and just standing off. It's like they're wanting teams to run onto them. It's just all over the place. And again, it doesn't help their case at all with regards to the Six Nations argument about promotion relegation, which has been discussed quite a lot. But just really poor from Italy today.
Yeah, very much so. And then Ireland winning, big win for them, 32 points to 18. Scoreline probably didn't reflect the game either. Just quickly before we get to the second half, your thoughts on that game? Ireland well deserved.
Yes, Ireland were well deserved. One could argue at times a wee bit fortuitous with how the game was refereed, because there were a few times I thought he was a favourite in Ireland a little bit. But overall, England can't complain. They've only themselves to blame. They didn't come out with the same intensity they played with against France, and Ireland just sucked the life out of them and punished them for it, really.
Absolutely. So, yeah, definitely. We're ready for the second half, guys. Wales are 40 minutes away from a potential Grand Slam or Six Nations championship. Very unlikely one. As always, do get your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe if you're new and like the stream as well. Kevin, I cannot show the actual game. I don't have the rights to the Six Nations. Unfortunately, it's on BBC One and it's on S4C if you'd like to watch it. But this is just a watch on a way of bringing fans together. You can turn off Eddie Butler if you want and you can listen to me. What a treat. What a treat that is. So you can join us here as we hopefully enjoy Wales winning a Grand Slam.
Yeah, Brian Moore's good to listen to, though. I do.
He says it as it is, doesn't he? He says it as it is. He's good.
I didn't used to be, but I do think, like, you know, he over the years he has developed his punditry, so to speak. So, you know, I do. And he mostly talks sense. I do have a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at some of your comments coming around. Biff, absolutely, John. Chris says, Wales seem to pull the finger out in the second half, must have an argument in the changing room and bring it on the pitch. I don't think we need to change much. I think we've been doing really well. Genge will be cited for his action on Sexton. I didn't catch that, so I'll have to see that.
What was that? I didn't see it. I don't know anything about that.
I didn't see it either, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But we have kicked off here. Liam Williams wins the high ball. Teddy Thomas catches him. Again, oh, Gareth.
Lucky. Went backwards. Could have been forwards for my viewing.
Come on, just settle here. Just go through a couple of phases and then set us up to go. France near the end of that first half. France at the end of that first half, they did start to win some turnovers, which they hadn't been doing at all in the opening 30 minutes or so. Let's have a look at some more of your comments. Gavin says, you two remind me of Eddie and Brian. Which one's which? You let me know.
Brian.
Kevin, your comment there, I can't show the game. I don't have more money than the Six Nations. I just can't do that. So you can either watch the game or you can watch it with us. Thanks, Ian. I'll have a look at that when we have a pause in play. Thanks for that. We'll have a look at that in a second. 2 minutes and a half into this one. Isn't Roman Ntamack a good-looking guy? He's a good-looking guy, isn't he? Wales scrum then. We struggled at the scrum a little bit. We did have a decent scrum at the end there, but Faletau at 8. Come on, boys. Better scrum from Wales, that. Faletau climbs off the back, driving towards the 22. Gareth Davis gets it out to Tipuric. Tipuric into Biggar. Biggar floats it out to Liam Williams. Liam Williams into Louis Rees-Zammit. He beats his man. Crawls into the 22. Davis into Biggar. Biggar takes it alone. Audrey tries to get the turnover. George North carries well. Gareth Davis into Wyn Jones, who's had a brilliant tournament so far. Gareth Davis into Jonathan Davis. Adam Beard takes it into contact. Wales pushing for an early score in the start of the second half.
Oh, France a bit lucky there that they're offside. Oh, yeah, the referee's called it.
Advantage here. Go wide, boys. Go wide. Go wide. Alan Wynne tackled. Penalty advantage to Wales. Biggar keeps hold of it into the hands of Josh Adams, who holds it one-handed. Oh, I thought he was through. A little bit isolated, but the ball is still there. Gareth Davis with George North. George North tries to go for the cheeky Sonny Bill Williams offload. Can't quite get it off. Still advantage to Wales on the 5-metre line. Wyn Jones carries. Wales keeping it tight. Still playing advantage. Try and switch it out to George North on the wing. Tackled well by Teddy Thomas and Virmi Vakatawa. Biggar plays scrum off. Wyn Jones carries. Drives a metre short. Alan Wynne, the captain. We've got a free play here, boys. Penalty advantage now. Interesting to see what we do here.
Aye. Yeah, I go for the points. Just getting noses in front.
Yeah, really good play from us, but
Aye.
Offside. Dupont penalised. Can he do something wrong? Is that possible?
Well, he did a couple of things wrong last week. He's done one thing
Yeah.
wrong today. So.
Faletau with a huge carry there.
Yeah. But you've started well though. That's the general idea of how you just have to play the second half.
Yep.
Just keep the ball, move it around.
Keep it tight, go through the phases. I think the big concern for us is if we do go wide, Biggar has added 3 points there. And if we lose the ball and we have two people out there on their own, all of a sudden the ball's turned over quickly. I think that's the concern. If we're able to keep it tight, I think that's what the team is going for. So Wales leading 20 points to 17.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Basically, just be smart with it. Sort of because again, this big French pack, if you move them about a bit, I think they will get to a point where someone will commit an infringement or someone will just get a little bit impatient. And
France get the ball back from the restart.
Oh, got to be careful here.
Face out wide. Dulin runs through. Someone's going to tackle him. Was it high, maybe? Dupont gets it out to the back of tower. Gareth Davis pulling a tackle, mate. Dupont finds Hawass.
Oh, yeah, crossing there. Yeah. Oh, off the feet. Sorry, I thought it was crossing there.
Off the feet. And that's just, it's so frustrating. We do something so well, and then we get penalised.
No, it's France penalised there, mate.
Oh, France. Oh, happy days.
Aye.
Luke Pearce, what are you doing, you melon? If Biggar had swung through with his leg, I think he'd have kicked him. I think he's going to check the high tackle. Is he?
Okay. No, he's not. Okay.
No, he's not good. I thought he was saying to the French team that you can go and check it.
I
but
thought that as well. I thought there was something we missed, but
that was a bit worrying that we lost that one. I mean, Penaud out jumping us. Oh, scary stuff when Dupont and Dulin start running at you. I mean, North really pull our position.
I think Dulin should have passed that there. I think he, there was an opportunity out wide, but he didn't not to.
Wales still leading this one. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Shocky Boys watching this with the volume off. Thinks those will come down to the strength of the respective benches. Yes, we'll have a look at the benches in a few minutes' time. Pivac's been very happy to use the bench in the past.
Is he watching them with the volume off, or is he watching us with the volume off?
Who knows? Oh.
Think of you.
What are our thoughts on the Premiership players being allowed to play for Scotland? This is very good news for Scotland. As a Scotsman, Kyle, you must be happy with that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I expect the same with the French for next week as well. So that'll be good.
Gareth Davis, sorry.
Yeah, Thomas Williams on now. I don't expect us to have Finn available though. Regardless of whether he's recovered from his HIA protocols or not. So yeah, we'll need to do our best without that. But
absolutely.
Regardless, it'll be a tough game in Paris for us.
Yeah, for sure. Thomas Williams already speeding the game up, back from injury. He was the starting 9. Maybe Kieran Hardy would have been starting tonight if he was fit. Lovely hands from North into Liam Williams. Some big hits coming in from the French forwards now. Adam Beard a little bit isolated.
Good kick from
Josh Adams kicks it. Oh, I don't know what's happened there. Is that going to count? He's got it. Has he got it down? I think it's been held up. I think it's been held up. It's great work from France.
I'm not sure if there was a knock-on in the build-up there.
I think Thomas Williams potentially might have knocked that on.
I'll have a look. He's fine with the grounding, but he wants to check.
Oh, wow.
Knock on.
Okay, I personally thought he'd held it up on the grounding, but we're just checking for a knock on.
No.
We've got a potential knock on.
The grounding didn't look conclusive to me, but I wasn't sure if it was knocked on the build-up. So
it is a try, but we need to check the knock on. So that's what we're checking, is a potential knock on, an obstruction as well. So they're looking for a potential obstruction and a potential knock on. Massive moment in the game. Luke Conway, you did say Ireland would win, and it was a brilliant result from Ireland. Mark Joe, Thomas Williams is on. YouTube, don't say such stuff. Don't say it. All right, there.
Off the foot.
No, that's okay. Off his feet, off his feet, off his feet. That's okay. That's all right. That's okay.
And
I don't think he's got that down. My initial reaction was he hasn't got that down. That's not going to count.
Okay,
I mean, on-field decision is a try. The ground, he hasn't grounded it, in my opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with the knock.
There's no knock on because it comes off Thomas Williams' foot.
But I don't think he's grounded it, but he's asked. He's missed it with his hand there. He collects it. He doesn't move it forward.
That's okay there. That's okay.
Pops it up. Josh Adams. The grounding, it's not a try. He's held it up. I know it's not a try. It'll be a 5-metre scrum for Wales. Cretin getting his hand under there.
I think that's held up.
I think it's held up as well. It's brilliant.
I think Cretin's just got underneath it.
Yeah, I think he's managed to hold that one up. We got people watching from Patagonia in Argentina. Wow. Welcome.
Yeah. Good
no knock on.
Community though, mate, with Welshmen all around the world and Welsh men and women. Let's not be sexist here.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's not a try. Cretin has done it incredibly well to get across here and get his hand under this.
Well, get your mask off, Barnesy.
Cretin. He's not grounded it, I'm convinced. His arm's on the way as well.
Yeah, I don't think you can give that.
No, it's very well played. Fun.
Oh, what? Oh.
No definitive evidence.
Oh, come on. No, you can't. Oh.
I mean, I'll take it. Do I agree with the decision?
That didn't look clearly grounded to me. The thing is,
the question was, I was asked,
yeah, I was going to say, the thing is, though, technicality is because he said his on-the-field decision was try. So Wayne Barnes has to look for any conclusive reason as to why it cannot be awarded as a try. And if that's his view, that he's not seen it as conclusive, that he's held it up off the ground. And to me, it didn't look, from my point of view, it didn't look conclusive that he'd even ground it in the first place. Yeah. So, and that's like the question. If he can't see conclusive proof that it didn't touch the ground at all, then that's the way the referee has to give it. So
indeed. Well, Wales 10 points gap now.
But no, but sorry, mate. If I was the TMO there, I would have said there's no conclusive proof that the ball touched the ground. So
let us know in the chat. What do you think of that? Sharky Boy thinks I was held up. I have to agree, as a Welshman who wants to win the Grand Slam, I thought it was held up as well. Ian Gilbert says it was grounded. Interested. What else? Freddie Clark saying they got the rub of the green there. Martin Murray says it was a try. So very contested try, that one. Is it a try or not? I'll absolutely take it. If it was against me, I'd be absolutely gutted.
Not the first time this tournament you've got the rub of the green.
You got to make your own luck. You got to make your own luck.
Oh, no.
Because whatever happened there would have. We'd have got the scrum 5 and would have pushed them over from 5 meters out.
Possibly. You never know.
Well, France needs a response now.
By technicalities of how, it's refereed, they didn't do, nothing was done wrong there, but I don't know. If that were me, if I was the TMO, I would have said there's no conclusive proof that the ball touched the ground. You have to go for the 5 meters because it's such a big call.
Yeah, absolutely. France here are going to have to come and play. Romain Ntamack carries it forward for France. Antoine Dupont finds Aldrit. They're moving forward here. He carries the ball forward. Dupont into Vilhelms. Some big ball carriers now for France. They're heading towards the 22. Some tired bodies out there for Wales. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some changes soon. As Marchand carries it. Faletau nearly over the ball.
Gobby, yeah.
Williamson. Is it an advantage to France? Oh, they tried the lovely offload. Fakatawa, of course, ball in Fiji. Try the offload. They might want to look at this tackle.
Yeah, I think they'll go back for it. I'm not sure what the.
No arms tackle. So Vakatawa there, trying to play some Fijian sevens.
Well, he did used to play. Well, he is a French 7 specialist. So.
Yes, he is indeed. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Chris says it was held up in my opinion too, but it's the fact there's a chance the inside which can't be seen touched, as it did look like it could have been grounded. The thing that Barnes has said is I cannot see any conclusive evidence as to why you cannot award the try. If the question was, is there any reason? If the question was, I think it's been held up. Can you see anything? But he hasn't said. They said on-field decision is try. Is there any reason why I cannot award the try? That is the question with 28 minutes to go here.
I'm not really for referees entirely going with these technicalities though, because I think if by your eyes you see there's no conclusive proof that the ball touched the ground, then you have to go by that. I think that's just my opinion. I think you have to go by that, and you have to say, okay, no conclusive proof, then you go for the 5 meter scrum. So
absolutely. France are going to take the points here, right from the post that Romain Ntamack surely can't miss this.
Right. I didn't actually see the tackle, but it seemed to have gone back.
No, I didn't either. So look, Mark says we're being the better team, though going forward, possession and pressure. France can still play well in broken play, but Wales on to in making forward yards. Absolutely, we are playing well, but France, when the game opens up, you really worry. You really worry. And, this game is not over. They get this kick and it's a try. They're within a try.
Got it.
He's got it. France hit the 20-point mark. France 20, Wales 27. Next score you feel is very, very important in this one. Very important to see who gets the next score. Dan Bigger is still on. Will be interesting to see who Wales may potentially look to bring on.
Yeah, do you expect Sheedy to come on soon?
Not as soon as we would usually see him. I think Bigger will stay on for a bit longer.
Aye.
I think he'll be on for a little bit longer. I wouldn't be surprised to see some changes in the pack, though, sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
I mean, Halaholo's done really well when he's come on, but I don't think North has done anything wrong.
Oh, excellent from Liam
Lovely
Williams.
take on Liam Williams. Oh, and he's knocked it on. And France with a chance to play here in broken play. Romain Ntamack finds Virimi Vakatawa. Cuts inside. Good tackle by Josh Navidi. Advantage to France. Thinking Navidi there was penalised.
No, it wasn't a penalty, mate.
Oh, I thought he said advantage. We'll take it, though. take it.
No, it was Eddie Butler's commentary. Don't worry, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Josh Adams on the 10-metre line carries for Wales. I think if we get a chance to take 3 points, I just think we keep taking points. We don't worry about trying. Just keep taking points.
Just wind the clock. Just keep the ball and wind the clock down. And
absolutely. Oh, Olivon's over that one. Has he managed to get it? Not quite. Someone give him some support, for goodness sake. Ball out wide. Liam Williams decides to kick. It's going to work. It's not a bad kick at all.
No.
It's not a bad kick.
Oh, very good play. Very good play by Dulan there. Excellent play.
He's dancing around us. We're getting tired now. We've got some tired bodies out there. I think we need to start seeing some changes.
Aye. Oh,
hello, Greg Slew. Come on, you've got to tackle him.
Oh,
good tackle. Very good tackle, Bigger.
I think Liam Williams made a mistake kicking that away there.
He had Louis Samet on the outside, didn't he? That he could have looked to use.
Yeah.
Bryce Dulan there dancing past a couple of our players. So Adam Beard, I believe, is leaving the pitch. Corey Hill is on for Wales. And Arthur Vincent is on for France in place of, we're yet to see.
Teddy Thomas gone off.
Teddy Thomas. So does he go to wing?
I think Gail Fiku most likely go out to the wing, and
yes.
Van Son will go into centre.
Interesting decision to take Teddy Thomas off. Adam Beard off for Corey Hill. I'm all for that change. Corey Hill's a good player. He's more comfortable with ball in hand, Corey Hill. So line out just inside our own half here. 23.5 minutes to go. Wales on course for the Grand Slam.
Oh, the gap at the line out again. Referees don't bother spotting it. Oh, well.
Driving more for Wales. It's moving forward here. Ken Owen. He's coming out the side. He's so obviously coming out the side. It's just ridiculous. It's so obvious. The ball bounces. We know we'll have the penalty. I mean, it's so obvious he's coming out the side there.
Yeah, I think there was at least two of them there. It looks of it. Collapsing the maul was the first infringement. Pardon me.
So we'll put this into the corner. So Wales still in the lead here. Guys, thank you so much for joining. As always, do hit that subscribe button and like the video as well. $23 minutes to go until Wales.
What are the nerves like?
Let's just say my heart's beating pretty hard at the minute. Oh, lovely driving maul. Wyn Jones at the back, carrying this. Can we go all the way? Wyn Jones, advantage to Wales. Try here, could potentially seal it. Alan Wyn Jones gets it off to Thomas Williams, fires it out. Louis Rees-Zammit for the corner. Has he got there? He thinks he's got there. They're going to check this. My immediate reaction is try. I think this is okay. Bonus point as well for Wales. Let's have a look. Has he got this grounding okay? Is he in touch? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Blinking try. That's a try. If that's not given a try, I don't know what will be. On-field decision is try. He's got control of it. Yeah, try. What a finish. What a finish, son.
I was just going to say, there is the option perhaps of a penalty try, which is automatically under the posts.
Come on, Luke Pearce. What's he checking? I think he's going to give a penalty try anyway. I think they
were just discussing that. If that was.
Let's have a look. I'm very confident this is a try.
Oh. That's
a
touched the
try.
line, I think, mate. It's marginal, but it's touched the line.
Oh, the ball itself has touched the line. Yes, of course.
Aye.
It depends which bit of the ball touches first.
Yeah, it's close, but that much of the ball has touched the line.
Yeah. I think we're going to get... So no try. Unlucky to Louis Rees-Zammit there. Ben Ford, with absolute pleasure. With absolute pleasure, you may kiss me if we win this one.
Oh, they're getting a man in the bin though, mate.
No try. Is it? Hawass is off. So this is where we need to make this count now. We've got to put pressure on here. Can we do it? 82 people watching. Can we do it? Can we win the Grand Slam here? This is a massive moment. I think you go for the try here. With the extra man, you go for the try.
Yeah.
Just kill the game off now. Make it a two-score game.
I think Alan Wynn's made the wise choice there.
I guess it does give us a bit of breathing space, doesn't it?
Aye.
But Wales, 20 minutes. Oh, jeez. Oh.
You've got some momentum, though, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Oh, I can't help it. Bigger adds the 3 points. Wales, 30 points to 20, 10-point gap. 20 minutes away from a potential Grand Slam. We are edging very close to 100 live viewers. Incredible. Ten minutes to go. Man in the bin for France. We've got to make this time count.
You have to say, though, for all the talk of luck Wales have had the Six Nations, this game you're actually like really showing, sort of your, you're playing. You can play a very smart game because you are actually on the whole generally playing better than France right now.
Oh, absolutely. We're doing the simple things well, aren't we? And I said it. The reason I backed Wales was because, as I said at the start, every single player in the starting 15 has won a Grand Slam with Wales, bar Louis Rees-Zammit. And as you correctly pointed out, he's been one of the form players of the tournament. Mm-hmm. So,
aye.
But still, this game is not won yet. 20 minutes to go. There's still enough time for France to get back into this.
Aye, but no, I'm impressed just how Wales are playing smart as well when they have the ball. And broadly speaking, you are moving France around, you're keeping it, and the French discipline, as we're seeing, there's still a lot of question marks there, and it's unwrapped, and just showing that if you can keep the ball off this French team and just keep them moving about, they'll eventually concede, they'll eventually unravel, and just got to be patient, keep building the score.
Absolutely. As Bigger clears the line from the scrum, better scrum from Wales.
That's not a great.
A little bit of space for Delan. That's a very loose kick. Can't let them run at us like that. Good tackling, though. Brian Moore, you gotta love him.
I love him. I love his views on that kicking.
Advantage to France here. Advantage knock on.
I remember Brian Moore once came up with a famous analogy for that kind of ping pong kicking. It's like it was like 10 years ago, something like that, where there was a game on where there's a king where it's like kicking back and forth, and then the co-commentator asked him, "Did you enjoy that, Brian?" It's like, "Oh yeah, what great technique in high kicking, ping ponging, drop volley, rubbish, really."
You've got to love him. Roman might send them down, but Brian Moore's great for the game. He's great for the game, isn't it? It's like Ellis Genge. I think he's great for the game, the way that he speaks. I think you need people like that.
Aye.
Important moment in the game here. France on the Wales 22. Go for the long line out to Vincent. Takes it. Dupont finds Willems.
Yeah, got to be careful now.
Really got to keep our discipline here. This game is just not over yet. France are looking dangerous coming forward.
Oh, got him careful.
Penalty advantage. Oh, my word. Come on, boys. Defend.
Something forward there.
There's Vakatawa got there. Good tackling. We've got to hold them out here, but there's an advantage to France. Good tackling from Thomas Francis. There's a little bit of space away. Good tackle by Biggar. Key tackle. And they'll come back for the original penalty. 12 offside. Jonathan Davis caught offside for Wales there. "15 minutes to go," and a little bit more than that, sorry. Untermatt goes to the corner. France have got to go for this now. It's a big run there from the French forward, but good tackles coming in. Seems like the momentum has switched just that little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, come on, sort the lineup. While we're having a stoppage in play, guys, and thank you very much for joining. 96 people currently watching as Wales are pushing towards a Grand Slam. If you're new here, do hit that subscribe button. It's free to do as this community continues to grow, and like the stream as well. France do win the line out, driving more from France. He's getting some movement now. Marchand at the back goes alone. Has he been held up? I think he's been held up. France think they've scored.
I think that's held up.
My initial reaction is held up. We'll have to wait and see, though. This is really key in the game. Well, they're not even going to look at this, I don't think. Held up. Let's have a look here. They're checking the grounding. Marchand with a really powerful run. It really shouldn't be Thomas Williams trying to tackle him from there. Okay, you can't see anything there. Just give us the same angle then.
Totally unbiased.
Well, this angle might tell us a little bit more from Marchand. That doesn't tell us much at all.
Can't
see it, so that probably will be a scrum 5 for France, which is still very difficult for us. So stick with the on-field decision, no try for France. Held up at scrum 5 for France. We need a huge effort here. In the minute, it feels a bit inevitable, like France going to score.
Mm-hmm. Again, I don't really like that, though. I mean, I agree that was held up because they didn't have any conclusive proof, but the one with Wales earlier, there wasn't really proof that it was grounded. I don't really agree that it has to be because of the framing of the question. It's like, if you saw the ball grounded or not, if you see no proof that it's been grounded, then you don't give it a try. It just, I don't know, to me, it just seems a simple philosophy. That's the way I
agree. I said at the time, the Josh Adams try, I didn't think it was a try.
Obviously, there'll be a lot of folk behind their keyboards, as we know.
France with a scrum, solid scrum from Wales. Much stronger scrum. Vakatawa is going to be the man to get the ball. Tackled well, though. Advantage to France. We've got to be careful with our discipline here because the man is going to go to the bin.
It's getting a bit hairy now.
Yeah, we got to be careful here, really. 15 minutes to go. Scrum to France. Solid scrum from Wales there. Antoine Dupont. Biggar put a really good hit there, you got to say. puts his body on the line. So scrum to France, 5 metres out once again. A lot of pressure coming on from this French side. Dupont feeds it. It's a solid scrum from both teams. Ball is out. They go left. Vakatawa tackled by Jonathan Davis. Get out of the way. Got to keep our discipline here. Got to try and hold them out if we can.
Wallenman's on the wrong side there. Yeah, he's going to be penalised.
Advantage to France. He couldn't have done much there. And Samak tackled well by Ken Owens. This could potentially be a yellow.
Possibly for Alan Wynne-Jones, mate.
Oh, jeez.
He was on the wrong side there.
Dupont plays it out wide. Vakatawa inside to Fiku. Tackled. Is he held up? Very, very good defence from Wales. He's been held up. No try. Oh my gosh, can't blink and watch.
Oh.
Good defence. Still advantage to France. Dupont is going to spread it out wide. He does. He finds this. He's going to try. Oh, and France have scored. France have got there. And it was inevitable. Bryce Dulin crosses for France. And Bryce Dulin crosses, and it's been coming. It's been coming, you've got to say.
Brian Moore's talking about a potential dangerous clear out by a French player.
I didn't see that. I'd like to potentially see that. Slips out of the grips of George North there. I mean, Liam Williams needs to do a little bit better, but...
oh, they're going to check something.
They're going to check this.
Oh, they're looking at what Brian Moore's referring to now.
They're going to have a look at this. Wynne-Jones, obviously, was cleared out by Xander Fakeson. Let's have a look at this. It's clear out on Wynne-Jones. He's grabbed around his neck and pulled him. He's ball rolled him.
Need to have another look at that. I don't know if you can gauge that. Yeah, that's so. Yeah,
he's
hands
up
right
on the neck. That's not going to be a try to France and potentially a yellow card.
Don't know if it's as far as a yellow, but definitely a penalty.
Massive moment in the game, this. A warning and no try. So they'll come back for the original penalty for France? Is that what's going to happen?
Depends on the severity of it.
So
because there was advantage being played to Wales, to France, sorry, when the time happens. Okay.
So grabs him round the neck, round the face, sorry, and pulls him back.
Oh, what? Was that the eye contact there?
It was grabbed around the face, wasn't it? They're going to have another look at this. Let us know in the chat what are your thoughts on this one.
It looks like it might have been around the eyes area. That's what they're looking at. Check again.
Probably looks like a yellow card, says Luke Pearce.
Checking again. The sensible.
Yeah. Gareth watching in New Zealand. We'll watch the highlights later. Hope we win. Let's hope so indeed.
Yeah, check that.
It's a massive moment in the game.
Aye. So if it's clear contact with the eye, obviously it's a red card. But if it's just a case of he's gone up and then
into the eye, he says. Is it Paul Willems they're talking about? I believe it is.
Well, yeah, it's Paul Valemze. Oh, yeah, no. Flipping heck.
We spoke about the ability for France to implode.
No, that's the eye. That's the eye. That's made contact around his eye.
We spoke about France's ability to implode. Have they just shot themselves in the foot in the Six Nations?
Oh, God, yes.
Yep, he's off. He's got to go off.
Oh, that's the eye. That's a red. That's got to be a red. I think that's he's got no choice there.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a red card.
Paul Valemze. I have. Oh, shut up.
Come on, let him talk, Alan. Shut up. Olivon knows.
Yeah.
It's a red card. It's a massive moment in the game. Wow. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Freddie Clark is saying red. Mark is saying that's an eye gouge. Yeah. It is a red card to France. Sharky Boy says, Jesus, will Wales be doing the lottery later too? The number of breaks that Wales have got in this championship is unreal. I agree. We've been lucky in areas.
That's not lucky.
But you just can't do that. You just can't do that.
Yeah. The thing is, though, if you look at it, I don't think he deliberately went to put fingers on his eye.
No, not at all.
Big contact there, then it's like what we talk about with the head area and what we talk about with the Bundyaki one, like different things, I know, but still you've got no option.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah, it's telling them straight, doesn't it? It's stupid.
I mean, to just go up like that, like it's absolutely stupid. But in terms of whether he deliberately made contact with his eyes, I don't think he did. But just so stupid of him to even do that.
Changes for Wales. Callum Sheedy and Elliot D are on with. It looks like Big and Thomas Francis heading off the pitch. Jonathan Davis is also off. Willis Halaholo is on as well. This game is still not won though. Leon Brown also comes on. So quite a few changes for Wales here. You hear what Brian Moore just said?
Yeah. That's two of them against Wyn Jones now you've had.
Indeed. He must be saying some really horrible things to the opposite man.
Yeah. What is it about his face that just makes players offside? Oh, that's silly from Wales.
Polo. Fiku takes it quick for France. This is dangerous. Oh, he won't let him take it quickly. 12 minutes to go here. Oh, it's a nervy one. It's a very nervy one. I would still like an extra point here just to calm my nerves down. Because it's certainly a nervy one as we head towards the final 10 minutes here with Wales leading by 10 points. France with a man sent off. A couple of changes coming in now. Camille Chat is coming on.
France back to 14 men now.
Gregory Aldreet is back on. I mean, it's a line out, 5 meters out. So France need a try and a penalty and then another try. Guys, we've passed 100 people watching live. Amazing. Thank you so much in this nervy few minutes as Wales have stolen the ball. Huge mistake there from France. Thomas Williams will look to kick this one away. It's not the most ideal kick in the world, but it'll do. It's out of the way for now. 10 minutes to go.
Ooh.
I mean, we've got to play so smart here because France are going to come at us. France win the line out. They decide to get it out straight away. Dupont keeps it alive. Vincent takes it in. Brilliant tackle from Dan Biggar. Here we go. Aldrit into the 22. Dupont. Oh, Blinkenecke is massive. Big tackle. Big hits coming in from Wales now. Pressure on France. Kamil Shah into Aldrit once again. Carries. And Tamak fires it out. Vakatawa. Tackled by Callum Sheedy. Some risky passes going on for France. They do decide to offload it. Oh, Faletau might consider him lucky. He is offside. Bryce Dulin coming forward. They've kept it alive here. This could be Olivon for the try. Has he been held up? I think he's been held up.
Held up again.
Held up once again by Liam Williams.
Oh, it's a yellow card for Wales now.
Yellow for Wales with 9 minutes to go. Faletau is off for being offside.
Talupe, sorry.
So it's going to be 14 against 14 to finish. Oh, bloody hell. France still need to get 2 tries and at least a penalty, but I'd like to win the game. And France going to the corner. It's a wonderful kick from the Toulouse fly half. 8 minutes to go in this one. Not long at all to go in this one. Olivon wins it. Ball is straight back. Oh, the drive comes from the French. Kamil Shah at the back. Have Wales brought that down illegally? Kamil Shah comes forward. This looks dangerous. Has he grounded it? No, he hasn't. Just short.
Short.
Certainly short. Here comes France. Dupont.
Oh, he dropped it. Oh, my God.
Wales will get away with it. No, Sheedy kicks it forward for Wales. Brilliant kick. Dulin collects it. 7.5 minutes to go. Vincent brings it forward for France. Liam Williams is off. We're down to 13. Liam Williams is off. Oh my gosh. France are going to go to the corner here. They know what they need to do. Wales are looking really, really shaky here. It's a very good kick from Bryce Dulin. It's literally on the 5-meter line. He couldn't have hit it better. Dupont is off.
Yeah, looks like it.
Serran on. Decent player, though, for sure. France win the line-out ball. It is now 14 against 13 in France's favour. Ficou carries well. 6 minutes to go here. Wales's defence needs to be on point as France knock it backwards. Big tackle there by Elliot D on his opposite man. Good counter looking from Wales and penalty to France.
Oh.
Oh. I'm not sure what the penalty was for, though.
Oh, it's getting hairy now.
Alan Wynne-Jones having a word with his players. I mean, very, very close. Heading into the final 6 minutes of this one. Wales have 2 men in the bin. France have a man sent off. Wales leading by 10 points. France need to win this one with a bonus points. So they need to get 2 more tries and win by at least a gap more of 7. They've gone for the scrum. 5.5 minutes to go. It's a nervy one. It is very, very nervy. Don't forget, straight after the final whistle, there will be a match reaction up shortly on the channel, so do subscribe for that. And also check out Kyle's channel as well. He'll be doing a match reaction. Maybe give a bit of a biased one opinion across. Maybe. It depends what happens in the end. So 5 minutes to go. Serran feeds the scrum for France. Penalty to France. Early engagement, potentially. I mean, if France, I'm going for the scrum again.
Well, I mean, be careful now. 2 men in the bed.
We can work. We can just work the clock down. We can work the clock down. We can just do that. We can absolutely work the clock down here. That's what we got to do. We got to just play it sensibly here. If they want to reset for a scrum, reset for a scrum, reset for a scrum, I'm all for that. Gavin thinks Wales have screwed this one up. What a game. It is indeed. 4 minutes to go. Again, resetting the scrum. I mean, we're doing well to run this clock down. The clock has stopped. 4 minutes to go. I mean, how Alan Wynne is still on the pitch, I don't know.
It's really here him scaring right now.
It is very much so. France, though, do remember, need to score 2 tries and win by more than 7. So it is doable. Big scrum here from France. Gregory Aldrit carries. Very good defence from Sheedy and Navidi combining there. They're a metre out here. Get out.
He's got
it. France have 1 try with 3.5 minutes remaining. Now they will take the conversion quickly. Oh my gosh. Ntamack needs to get this one.
Nerves now.
Ntamack is successful. Oh my word. It is 27 points to 30. 3-point lead for Wales. Well, can we keep the ball? Oh, we can't keep the ball for 3 minutes, can we?
Just boot it down as far as you can.
Changes for Wales.
Is there more changes?
Botham comes on. Navidi's gone off, I think. Ken Owens has gone off. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's him going to be.
Oh my gosh. Wales kicking off. France collects. Charles Olivon picks and goes. Just got to keep our discipline here. I just hope France do something stupid. France looking to run it from their own half. Great tackle from Alan Wynne. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this one. France needs to go the length of the field. And Ntamack fires it into Vakatawa. Good tackle by Corey Hill. No mistakes here. We can't allow France to have easy territory. That's it. Roll away, lads. And Ntamack straightens his line. Good tackle. Once again. Oh, come on. No, that's not a penalty. Thank you. 2 minutes to go. Penaud tackled very well. Careful, is that high tackle? Careful. Gregory Aldridge with a lovely offload. Fickou finds Vakatawa. Vakatawa tackled by Louis Rees-Zammit. They are moving forward a lot. Oh, they've knocked him on! Jump on it, boys! Jump on it! Advantage to Wales. That's it, lads. Off we go. A minute and a half of possession. That's all we got to do here. No mistakes. A minute and a half until Wales potentially have won the Grand Slam. Oh, a minute and 20 seconds on the clock. Leon Brown receives the ball, takes it.
Still think it's a little bit early to be playing like this.
We all agreed. Come on! A minute to go. We're into the final minute. Penalty to France.
Stealing off. That's why I said it was a bit. Partly why I said it was a bit early.
France going to the corner. Not the greatest kick from Ntamack, but it puts him in a position with about 10 seconds to go. So we've got to keep our discipline, and France have to be perfect if they want to score here, just outside the 22. Nothing stupid now. We're into the red. We're into the final play.
Just hold out, keep it, sack it, stop now. Got to use it.
Once Serran has to use it, he does. Fires it into Vincent. Serran finds his forwards. He's over the ball. So close to them.
Cleared out fairly. That's fine.
Kamil Shah carries well into the 22. Here come France. Roman Ntamack tackled well. Holding well. Referee tells them to let go. Dulani gets it wide. Where's the defense? Come on, boys. Oh, Leon Brown, be careful. No arms tackle potentially. Get out of the way! Fickou finds Penaud out wide. Penaud steps in. Tackled by Sheedy. Hands away, boys. We're over a minute on the clock. Vakatawa bumps off Louis Rees-Zammit, but good work. Is North over the ball? No, he's not.
Oh, God. Oh, it's tense.
Oh,
it's oh, he's got it. Try.
Oh my gosh, how have we lost it?
Oh dear. Still get a bonus point defeat, but
The end, the extra man told. As Bryce Deland crashes over for the bonus points, it will go to the final game, Scotland against France on Friday night. Roman and Tamac will add 2, and France have won here in Paris. He's missed the kick, but it doesn't matter. It's France. France have won. It'll go to the final weekend. First of all, I'm going to say congratulations to France. Any French fans in the chat, massive congratulations. Well done. Massively deserved. You were brilliant this evening, and you've played the best rugby in the competition. Obviously, hugely disappointing to lose.
Still a championship, though, mate.
There's still absolutely a chance for a championship. Scotland just need to stop this French juggernaut.
Well,
I thought we'd done it. I'm not going to lie. I thought we'd done it.
Yeah, no, I thought that, but it's a kind of. I don't want to say this because this might sound like I'm being a bit of an ass here, but I'll say it anyway. I kind of feel because Wales have obviously taken advantage twice of having a man advantage. Then at the end, he's had a man disadvantage. So you could somewhat say it's a bit poetic in a way. I'm maybe not using the right words there, but I do feel sorry for you though, mate. Because after all that effort and how well he's played generally, and then to be 2 men down at the end, and it's a sickener.
Well, there we go. France win. Congratulations to France. Played the best tournament. At the end of the day, if you are going to concede that many penalties, I think we were lucky, to be honest, to only have 2 men in the bin in the game. I think Alan Wynne was very lucky to be on for as long as he was, but you've got to hope that Scotland can do a job for us next week.
We'll see.
But we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Myself and Cal are going to leave it there. I'm going to do a reaction on my channel. Cal's going to do a reaction on his channel. If you have not yet done so, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for joining this one. It's been emotional. It's been dramatic. It's been all over the place. Congratulations to France. That's the main thing from this one. And as LuTube rightly says there, one of the best games of rugby we've seen in a long time.
Fantastic.
But France did deserve to win on the night, only just. But there we go. Wait and see.
Dolan says, you really do.
There we go. France deserved to win it. Congratulations to France. As I said, I'll do a reaction. It'll be out on the channel in the next half an hour, so do stick around for that. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you very much to everyone who has watched, liked, subscribed this evening. And thank you, Cal, for joining me on this one. I'm losing my voice. But thank you for joining me.
Have a good drink tonight and just...
Yeah, we'll have to go again, won't we? But again, congratulations to France. Thank you, guys. You're legends for joining this evening. It's been great to chat with you. Gareth Richards, we ended up losing in the end. France won it in the end in a cruel fashion. 32 points to 30. Sport can be cruel, but can be wonderful at times as well. But GG's to France. We're going to leave it there, but thank you so much for joining. I'll see you very shortly for the match reaction, which will be live on the channel. Cheers, Cal, for joining, and we'll see you very soon. Cheers, guys.